Good morning, yogis. I'm Cassidy, and thank you so much for being here, showing up for yourself for this 30-minute morning yoga flow. This class will energize you and allow you to invite positivity into your day ahead. As always, feel free to make modifications and take class at your own pace. Remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel for free yoga classes every week. And let's get started with today's practice. We're going to begin our practice today in just a comfortable seated position. So maybe that's cross-legged, or you find something else that's a little bit more comfortable for you. I'll be here in cross-leg, and once you get there, just close the eyes, starting to settle into the space on your yoga mat, starting to let go of distractions and just center in, focusing on yourself and your practice. And check in with your posture here. Shoulders are relaxed, releasing away from the ears. Crown of the head is lifting towards the sky. Sitting up nice and tall. And we'll start to notice the breath. So without changing it, just start to notice the natural rhythm of your breath that you brought onto your yoga mat with you today. Noticing the air flowing in and out of your body with every inhale and every exhale. Just paying attention, being mindful of the breath. And we'll start to deepen the breath a little bit. So come in to more of a deep yoga breath with long inhales through the nose that fill up the tummy and long exhales back out of the nose. Keeping the inhales and the exhales about the same length. And gradually allowing that breath to just get a little bit deeper with every inhale and every exhale. And finding a rhythm for your breath that you can carry with us throughout our practice today. Something you can come back to and use as a tool to check in. So notice that breath, acknowledge it, and try to carry it with you throughout your practice today. And notice how you're showing up on your mat today. Notice any tension that's clinging onto the body. And just check in with yourself. How are you feeling today? Then let's shift our mindset towards how we want to feel today and set our intention. So take a moment here and set your intention for our yoga practice together for the day ahead of you. How do you want to feel today? How do you want to show up in your life? Maybe you turn your intention into a mantra that you can carry with you throughout your practice. Something like, I am strong, I am confident, I am powerful. So find that intention and maybe a mantra, and let's take a deep breath together to seal in that intention for the day. So take a big inhale through the nose, fill up. Open the mouth, sigh it out, let it go. Good. From here, eyes can stay closed or you can begin to gently blink them open. And we're going to bring the right ear to meet the right shoulder. Starting to stretch out the neck, let go of some of that tension that's holding on from a night of sleep. And then come back to center. From here, release the left ear to the left shoulder. Good, and come back to center. We'll find that one more time, right ear to the right shoulder. And back to center, breathing through this, left ear to the left shoulder, and back to center. Good. From here, we're going to bring the right hand to the left ear, and then gently release the head towards the right shoulder. So just adding on a little bit to this stretch, resisting gravity a little bit, and come back to center, release. We'll find that on the other side, so take the left hand to the right ear, and gently pull the head towards the left shoulder. Good, take one deep breath. And come back to center and release. Hands come down by the sides. From here, we're just going to begin to roll the shoulders forward, Nice big exaggerated rolls. Thinking about bringing those shoulders up to meet the ears with every circle. And then meet back at center. We'll switch directions and begin to roll the shoulders backward. And nice big rolls, just letting go of all of that tension. And come back to center. Good. We're in our comfortable seated position. And with your next inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Shoulders are relaxed. Good. On your exhale, left hand comes to the outside of the right knee. Right hand comes behind you. Sit up nice and tall through the crown of the head, finding a seated twist. Take one big inhale. Exhale, maybe you twist a little deeper. Good. Inhale, come back to center, reach the arms to the sky. And exhale, we'll switch directions. Right hand comes to the outside of the left knee. Left hand comes behind you. Good. Gaze comes to the side or behind you. Lengthen through the crown of the head, feeling that energy pulling you up as you wring out the body. Good. Take one more inhale. And one more exhale. Inhale, sweep the arms back up into center. Exhale, just release the hands down by the sides and shake it out. From here, make your way into a tabletop. So checking in, we're on all fours. Shoulders are right above the wrists, hips are right above the knees. We're engaging the core, flattening the spine. Good, and kind of feel this position out. We'll be coming back to tabletop, and each time just check in with those little posture, those alignment cues. From here, we're just going to sit back onto the heels, coming into our hero's pose for just a second. And we're going to stretch out the wrists here. So we don't often give the wrists a lot of love, but we hold a lot of tension there as well. So just begin to make circles with the wrists. You can switch directions whenever you'd like. Just warming them up for poses like tabletop and downward facing dog. Good, and start to finish up and just make your way back into tabletop, keeping that flat line all the way through the back. With your next inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, round the spine, press the ground away from you and look to the belly button. Inhale, drop the belly. This is our cow pose. Exhale, round the spine for cat. And from here, just close the eyes and travel through some cat-cows, using your breath to guide you through this. And I'd encourage you to take some intuitive movement here. So whatever is feeling nice in your body, whatever you need to wake up and wiggle it out. You can take hip circles and look from side to side. And stick with those cat-cows, just whatever is calling to you. And we'll take one final round of breath, maybe one more cow, dropping the belly. One more cat, rounding the spine. And just come back into your tabletop. Good. From here, take an inhale and reach the right arm up, opening up to that right side. Circle out the wrist at the top. And on your exhale, we're going to thread the right hand under the left arm. Right shoulder and right temple rest on the mat for thread the needle. Gentle shoulder stretch through the right side. Option to leave that left hand where it is or walk it towards the front of you. Good. If you walked it forward, bring it back. From here, just plant that left hand and take an inhale, spin back open with the right, biggest stretch you've taken today. And exhale back to tabletop. We'll find our thread the needle, shoulder stretch on the other side. Take an inhale, reach up with that left arm, circling out the wrist at the top. And exhale, take the left hand under the right arm, threading the needle. Left temple rests on the mat. Maybe you walk that right hand forward. Just settling into this space, settling into this stretch. Good. Plant the right hand on the mat, and with your next inhale, spin open with the left arm. Nice big stretch. And exhale, just come back to tabletop. From here, we're going to extend the right leg straight out to the side so that whole foot is planted on the ground and the toes are spun forward. So our right leg is out to the side, and with our next inhale, sweep the arms all the way up, coming into our gate latch pose. Good. From here, right hand comes onto the right thigh, reach up and over with the left arm, finding that side body stretch, feeling that expansion through the ribs. Big inhale. And exhale. Inhale, sweep both arms up. Exhale, plant the hand to the mat, bring the right knee in to meet the left knee back to tabletop. We'll find that once more on the other side. So left leg kicks out to the side, foot is grounded to the ground, the yoga mat, toes are spun forward. With your next inhale, reach the arms all the way up, relax the shoulders, gate latch. From here, left hand plants on that left thigh, reach up and over with the right arm, the right hand. Maybe we're looking up towards that right side. Take one more inhale and exhale. Really feel the breath flowing through the side body. Good. Inhale, reach both arms back up, and exhale, plant the hands and make your way back into tabletop. From here, we're going to tuck the toes and press the hips up and back, coming into our first downward facing dog of today's practice. Start to just pedal out the feet, waking up through the backs of the legs, walking out your dog. Taking this nice and slow, taking whatever movement is really calling to you here. Good. With your next inhale, we're going to shift forward into plank, and don't worry, we won't be here long. And then lower all the way to the belly. And then leaving the hands right where we left them, right under the shoulders, we're going to come into some baby cobras. So hands are under the shoulders, elbows are pressed in towards the body, and with your next inhale, using your back strength to just peel the chest forward and up just a little bit. Take a big inhale. Exhale, lower down. We'll find two more just like that. Inhale, press up, shining that heart forward, baby cobra. Exhale to release. Once more. Inhale to lift. Good. Exhale, let it go. From here, leaving the hands under the shoulders, we're just going to pop up into plank and then shift back to downward facing dog. Good. Let's take a deep breath together. Inhale to fill the belly up. Exhale, sigh it out. Good. We're going to find a few sun salutations to just warm up the body this morning. So take an inhale, bend the knees, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float the feet to meet the hands, forward fold. Inhale, find a halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold, let go. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up, extended mountain pose. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms back up, maybe a little back bend. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale to find a halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to your high plank. Option to drop the knees here always. And we'll set up our vinyasa flow, so inhaling to shift forward. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way down, chaturanga. Inhale, shine the heart forward, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, press the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a moment here, just remind yourself of that intention for your day. And we'll flow through a couple more just like that. So take an inhale, bend the knees, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float the feet to meet the hands, forward fold. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, step or hop back to your high plank and flow through your vinyasa. Inhale to shift forward. Exhale, lower half or all the way. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, press the hips up and back, downward facing dog. And we'll do one more sun salutation, and I really want you to think about linking the breath to the movement, seeing if you can turn this into almost a moving meditation. So one breath per movement. Let's do this one more time. From our downward facing dog, inhale to bend the knees and look forward. Exhale, step or float the feet to meet the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up, maybe baby back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale to fold, plant the hands, step back to plank, and flow through your vinyasa on your own pace, making any modifications you might need. And we'll meet back together in our downward facing dog. Maybe you want to pedal out the feet or just take some deep breaths. Maybe you grab some water, make sure you're staying hydrated throughout this morning practice, setting a good tone for the rest of your day. Good. And then just meeting back in our still downward facing dog. Take an inhale and lift the right leg into three-legged dog. And we're gonna open up the hips. So bend the knees, stack the hips, and just open up. You can take some ankle or knee circles at the top. Good. Inhale, straighten out that top leg. Exhale, step that right foot in between the hands at the top of the mat, coming into low lunge. Chest is lifted. Take an inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Crescent lunge, nice and strong. Relax the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, we're gonna open up into warrior two. So hips are facing the side. That front heel is in line with the back arch. Fingertips are pulling in opposite directions, and our right arm is in front. Inhale, reach forward and flip the front palm. Exhale, bring it up and then back into reverse warrior, opening up the side body. Take a big breath in. And exhale, come back to warrior two. From here, straighten out the legs, and we're gonna reach all the way forward. When we can't reach anymore, right hand comes down to the right shin or maybe onto a yoga block or the ground, and the left arm spins open, finding our triangle pose. Good. Inhale, bring it all the way back up into warrior two, bending into that front knee. Take one deep breath here. And then with your next inhale, we're gonna spin everything open towards the side for 5-pointed star. Nice and strong here. Relax the shoulders, take an inhale. Exhale, spin the toes out and sink down into your goddess squat, coming into cactus arms. Or maybe you bring the hands to heart center. Good, just opening up the hips. Inhale to sweep everything back up into 5-pointed star. Exhale, keep a flat back as you dive down into a wide forward fold. Option to stay here in stillness or just gently shift the weight from side to side, finding some baby side lunges here. And just take one more breath with that intuitive movement. And then we'll meet back in stillness in our wide forward fold. From here, left hand plants in front of the face. Inhale to spin open with the right for a twist. Big inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Right hand plants and inhale to spin the left arm open. Opening up nice and big. Inhale. Exhale, come back to your wide forward fold. Good. Inhale. We're going to sweep the arms all the way back up. 5-pointed star. And exhale, we're gonna sink back into that warrior two, so bending into that right knee. From here, interlace the fingers behind the back. Inhale to puff up the chest. And exhale, we're gonna begin to fold inside of that front leg, finding our humble warrior. Maybe the hands stay close to the back, or maybe they start to lift up. Good, finding that shoulder stretch. Inhale to come back up into warrior two. And exhale, just cartwheel your hands down to the mat. Flow through your vinyasa on your own pace. And we'll meet back in downward facing dog. Option to modify that vinyasa however you'd like or skip it altogether and just meet me in down dog. Good. Check in with your intention. We're going to repeat that sequence one more time on the other side. So take an inhale, reach the left leg up, three-legged dog. Good. We're going to bend the knees, stack the hip, open up. Maybe you're taking some circles or some movement here. Inhale, straighten the top leg. Exhale, step that foot in between the hands, coming into low lunge, chest is lifted. Inhale to sweep the arms all the way up, crescent lunge, finding stability and strength here. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to open up the hips, coming into our warrior two. Good. That left heel is in line with the right arch, shoulders are relaxed, fingers are pulling in opposite directions, nice and strong. Inhale, reach forward, flip the front palm. Exhale, bring it up and back, reverse warrior. Take one deep breath here. Inhale, feel the side body expand. Exhale, come back into your warrior two. From here, straightening out the front leg and reaching all the way forward. And then the left hand will come to the left shin or the ground or maybe onto a support. And the right arm spins open, triangle pose. Take a big inhale and exhale. Inhale, come back into your warrior two, bending into that front knee. Gotta take one deep breath here, just feeling your strength and your power. And then with your next inhale, opening everything up to the side, coming into our 5-pointed star. Gotta take a big inhale, fill up. Exhale, lowering into that goddess squat. Toes are pointing out. Arms are at cactus arms. Sink just 1 inch lower. And with your next inhale, rising all the way back up to 5-pointed star. Exhale, keep a flat back as you dive into your wide forward fold. And once again, maybe you find stillness or maybe you shift that weight from side to side. Good. And we'll find those twists on this side as well. So right hand plants in front of the face. Inhale to spin open with the left for a twist. Exhale, come back to center, left hand plants. And inhale to spin open with the right for a twist. And exhale back to center, wide forward fold. Inhale, bring it all the way back up to 5-pointed star. Exhale, sink into that front knee, warrior two. We're gonna interlace the fingers behind the back. Take an inhale to puff up the chest. Exhale, beginning to fold inside of the leg. Maybe the shoulders start to lift, finding our humble warrior. Inhale to slowly come back up, come back to your warrior two. We're gonna cartwheel the hands to the yoga mat, step back to plank, and then just shift right away straight back into our downward facing dog. We'll skip that vinyasa flow for now. Inhale, reach the right leg up, 3-legged dog, hips stay square. Exhale, step the right foot in between the hands, coming into that low lunge. From here, start to find a point in front of you, your drishti, something you can keep your focus on. And slowly and with control, we're gonna work our way into our warrior three. So launching onto that front leg, hands come to heart center, hips stay square to the mat. Good, that left leg is lifted, foot is flexed like it's pressing into the wall behind you. Gotta take one more big inhale. Exhale, slowly step that foot behind you and sweep the arms up, coming into our crescent lunge. Take an inhale. Exhale, open up, find cactus arms. Good, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands to your mat, step back to plank, and flow through your vinyasa. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. Good, and once we're back in our downward facing dog, just take a deep breath. Inhale through the nose. Open the mouth and let it go. Inhale, lift the left leg, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step that foot in between the hands for low lunge. Good, start to find some balance, some stability here, and as you're ready, launching into that warrior three. Weight comes onto the left leg. Hips are square to the mat. Good, take one big inhale, lengthen through the back leg. Exhale, slowly step it behind you, coming into crescent lunge, sweep the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, open up for cactus arms, little back bend. Inhale to reach back up. Exhale, plant the hands to the mat, step back to plank, and come into downward facing dog, skipping that vinyasa flow. Good, option to pedal out the feet here, take some final movements that feel good. And we're just gonna lower the knees onto the mat, coming back into our tabletop. And then from here, just work your way into a comfortable seated position. We're going to find our reverse tabletop or our reverse plank. So coming into this position, the feet are in front of you, knees are bent and pointed up towards the ceiling. And then the hands are behind you. Fingertips can either be pointing towards you or slightly out to the side. Take an inhale, we're gonna lift up, finding that tabletop position. And exhale, lower down. Good, we'll find one more just like that. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower down. Good, option here to find a reverse plank or a reverse tabletop on this last one. So if you're interested in finding a reverse plank, you would just straighten out the legs. Let's take a big inhale together and lift into our final variation. And exhale, just release back into your comfortable seat. We're gonna bring the legs long in front of us, flex the feet, and take an inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, folding over the legs. Maybe you keep a bend through the knees. And coming into our seated forward fold, just stretching out through the backs of the legs, making sure the back stays flat here. And with your next inhale, just slowly walk the hands back up. Good, and then gently work your way until you're lying down on your back. So however it's comfortable for you to get there today, I'm just gonna roll down onto my back. Good. And from here, just plant the feet on the mat, knees point up towards the ceiling. Hands are down by the sides, fingertips pressing into the mat. We're just gonna find one bridge pose today. So take an inhale, and we're gonna lift up through our center, through our core. Good. Inhale to lift a little higher. Exhale, release back to the mat and just allow the knees to windshield wiper from side to side. Good. From here, I'll be cueing you into happy baby, but option to find whatever final poses that you need to complete your practice today. So you're coming into happy baby, just grabbing onto the soles of the feet. Option to rock side to side. Just have fun with this, smile. And we're just gonna hug the knees into the chest. Take an inhale, give yourself the tightest squeeze you can. Head comes up to meet the knees, tensing everything up. And with your exhale, just allow yourself to release into your final resting pose of Shavasana. And as you allow yourself to just release into this posture, close the eyes. And thank yourself for showing up on your mat today. You could have slept in or done a million other things, but you chose to show up for yourself and your wellness, and you should be proud of that. Say something nice to yourself, something that you love about you, and keep reminding yourself of that throughout the day. And come back to your intention one last time, taking some time to visualize how you'll embody that intention within every action you take today. Find stillness for a few more breaths. Just allow the body to sink in, to be calm and still. And slowly just begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes, bringing some subtle movement back into the body. And then reach the arms up overhead, take a big full body stretch, arch the back, point the toes. And we'll hug the knees into the chest, gently rock back and forth, eventually meeting me in a seated position. Take your time getting here. We're going to bring the hands to heart center and keep the eyes closed. Thank you so much for joining me today for our energizing morning flow. I hope that you feel ready to take on the day and that you're proud of yourself for showing up. Remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed today's class, and I'll see you back on your mat soon. Namaste.